Villarreal, tollroad.com. Thank you very much for coming. Are you aware that you are a gay sex icon?
I have no idea. Tell me, please.
Well, I was wondering...
Where do you base this information on?
Personal preference.
Oh, right. Well, then, yes. I am aware.
There you are. The show actually concentrated a lot on Keith Mars' dating life and sort of his romantic entanglements outside of his relationship with Veronica. It seems like that's become an increasing trend, actually acknowledging that like our parents and older parts like actually have romantic involved lives. Why do you think that's becoming something that's being kind of more openly discussed in entertainment as opposed to in the past?
Yeah, I don't know how openly discussing or how much they're discussing it right now. I just know that when we did do the show, it made sense to me that Keith couldn't have a relationship outside of the relationship he had with Veronica.
Why's that?
Because he was all she had. And anybody in any relationship knows that you can't, your attention's going to be diluted. It just is. It just is. It's impossible to sort of sustain. You have to be pretty superhuman to make everybody happy. And you're in a relationship here, and you've got a child here. It's really, really hard to give that person what she needs. At that time, she was still a young teenager. There was no room for Keith to have a relationship. The question being now is that what's stopping him now from being in a relationship? That would be interesting to see, because I can't imagine Keith being in any relationship. I think he's just destined to be alone and just protect the city and her.
I was just, you were one of, I think, maybe 3 characters of color on the entire Veronica Mars show, and I'm wondering, that struck you as odd, or was that anything? Is that kind of par for the course of the project you've been in, or did it strike you as odd, or were there any challenges with that?
Yeah, it was challenging. It was challenging because I felt a certain sense of responsibility. However, I don't drive the vehicle, you know what I mean? I have to just play the character, the way it's written, and layered, the way I see it. But Rob Thomas was great with that. So to be able to represent him and still maintain the integrity of who he is and what he's about, I thought Rob Thomas helped me do a good job of portraying that. And I definitely felt the pressure to be a positive representative. And sometimes, like I said, I'm not always told that, but I'm really proud of this character and who he is and what he stood for. Especially with Veronica Mars. I mean, sometimes he was described as a weird and different things like that, but their relationship was genuine, no matter what color they both were.
Anyway, was there ever any backlash, or do you ever feel any sort of personal conflict with playing basically a Latino gangbanger in the role of Veronica Mars?
Absolutely. I'm aware of the stereotype, and aware of what it might say to a lot of people older than me, and a lot of people who have experienced the reality of the character. And people may have relatives in gangs, family, friends. It was a reality for me as well. This is not something that I am a stranger to in real life. It's not something that I don't understand, if not completely. I definitely understand it personally. I didn't do my research. I grew up around it. I have a lot of friends in prison. I have a lot of friends in gangs. I have my own personal experience. And it's just something that was always, it always touched me, it always attracted me. It was a choice I made to hang out in the places I hung out. I definitely wasn't, I definitely had a choice growing up to be a bad kid, and I made the choice. So it's something that, again, was attractive to me. And when I got the opportunity to bring it on screen with me, I think I did it well enough that I all of a sudden had a monopoly of roles of playing gang members on television, and it's something that still, when I get on set, I recently did a couple of projects, which I sometimes feel like they're just Weevil 2.0. They're me playing Eli with just a little bit more edge to him, depending on the show. And I'm not tired of it. I still feel like there's so many stories to tell from the UFC. There's so many stories that are rooted inside poverty and struggle, and stories that are rooted inside the characters like Eli, who come from broken homes and decide to construct their own families through gangs. And I know a lot of people like that. In fact, I even share so many followers with people like that. So I love this, and I hope people never think I take it for granted that I'm able to borrow from Latino culture in the streets and kind of